Well, hello and welcome to another FAQ Monday, guys. I thought, you know what? I had some time to kill. I'm sitting in a hotel on tour, and we're going to bring back some FAQ Mondays. That's right. I haven't done one in probably 6 months. I've been a busy guy. I apologize. We're going to get down to the nitty gritty. We're going to get down to some questions, some hard-hitting questions at that. Let's get started, shall we? Stu in the studio asks, what do you do if you find the guitar but are unable to afford or find it again once it sells? That's a tough one. I think everything happens for a reason. There was actually, here's a story I've never ever told anybody. There was a guitar at a local guitar shop when I think it was about 17, and it was an Ibanez SC420. Now, these were an S-shaped body, but they had what would later become the SZ series headstock, which I much preferred to the regular Ibanez S-series headstock, the classic Ibanez headstock. Wasn't a big fan of that headstock at the time. And this guitar had sat in this guitar store near my parents' house for, it was like 2 years. And this is the guitar. It was purple. It was like a light or a very dark purple. It had the button tuners, and this thing played. I can still imagine how this thing plays. And as a 17-year-old kid, this guitar seemed unattainable. And it really was. And at that time, this would have been 1998, whereabouts. And they had stopped making them, and for a newer model or whatever. And we knew that they had stopped making them. The owner knew that they stopped making them, and he wanted, I think retail on that guitar was like $1,000. And we kept coming back and playing this guitar, and he came out and he said, if you guys actually want to buy it, I see you guys, how much, you and your bandmates love this guitar. If you guys really want it, I'll give it to you for $600. Now, at the time, for a 17-year-old kid, that was literally I'd never seen that much money in my entire life. $600, even still, it was a great deal, and I couldn't afford it. I let it go. Literally, the next day, someone came in and bought it. I'm assuming he made the deal to somebody else because he just wanted to get rid of it from his inventory. However, I still want one of those guitars. And I do look for them every once in a while on Reverb and eBay. If I found a really, really nice minty one, I would probably get it. But I remember the sound of that particular guitar and the feel of that particular guitar was ever henceforth made it so I looked for those same qualities in future guitars. So if you can take a positive from missing out on a guitar, it helps you know what you like. So you can then go forward with other guitars and know if you like it or not faster. I Am Exquisitely Empty asks, are you happy/content where you're at guitar playing ability-wise? I don't think any of us ever are. Honestly, find me a guitar player that's I'm good. No, I'm done. I'm totally, I can do everything I want. I'm good. Besides Steve Vai. You can't say Steve Vai or Dimebag Darrell or, any of those virtuoso guys. I have come to terms with who I am as a player, especially in the context of my band. I think having a band and playing live really, really makes you, that has done more for my playing than anything else, and any amount of time sitting at home and sitting there and woodshedding. Not that I sit there and practice solos, but if I'm sitting there working on my downstrokes or something like that, that's a wildly different skill building than traveling and playing live night after night after night after night. I am comfortable with being a songwriter. I like songs. I like melody. Super flashy guitar playing is cool to listen to. I have never had any interest in doing any of that stuff for me personally. I'm just not into it. It's boring. I just love the riff. Obviously, I have this YouTube channel, Riffs, Beards, and Gear. I love riffs. Am I ever comfortable with where I'm at creatively? No, Absolutely not. But I know who I am, and I know what I can do, and I know what I can't do. And I think that's as important as building up some insane chops. But yeah, I'm always wanting to learn. But year over year, as I tour more, I do find myself being able to play stuff easier and more comfortably. So you never stop learning. But yeah, no, I don't think anyone is ever really totally content with their ability as a guitar player, are they? Trendkill Music asks, Fluff, will you come to Orlando? Well, as this airs, we start the headline tour, Dragged Under, Upright Animals tour. I'm on tour right now. I've been on tour for a month, and I have several more months to go. Hang on. I am pretty certain, yep, Orlando, Florida, September 3rd, we are coming to the Haven Lounge, Mr. Trendkill Music. Yes, sure. Will you come to Orlando? Yes, I will. I will be there in 2 weeks, or a week, rather. 2 weeks, something like that. September 3rd, I will be in Orlando. So yeah, if anyone else wants to come out and see me on the Upright Animals tour, it's gonna be a very, very good time. And I'm on tour now, and you can buy meet and greet stuff and all that stuff. But if you want to just see some nasty riffs and some headbanging, come on out to a show. It's gonna be a good time. Jack Plunkett, who actually runs my Discord. So if you guys want to go over and join the Discord and ask a question for FAQ Mondays, link down below in the description. Head on over to my Discord. Jack asks, okay, I got a question. I've been wondering what caused you to leave Line 6 for Fractal. I'm personally a fan of Fractal, so I was glad to see you join them. There's a couple of technical reasons why I no longer play Helix Live. I have since switched to the Fractal Axe FX 3. Sean and I have switched. Okay, so here's why I switched. I can sonically get to anywhere I need to be with anything I'm using. Having said that, when we went to create patches for the new material for the new album that we just put out to recreate these tones live, I was having a difficult time doing that because I was running out of DSP. I was running out of processing power with the Helix. A. B, we use so much pitch-oriented stuff, whether that be octave or whammy effects. I needed something more robust, and yes, the Helix has a whammy block, an actual whammy block that is amazing. However, it takes up 90% of the entire Helix's DSP, and you can't even use another amp with that. So the situation I was left in was we were in Europe, and my band is asking me, hey, can you make the verse section of Crooked Halo or Crooked Halos sound a little bit more like an acoustic guitar? And my answer to them was, no, I cannot. At which point, my job is to recreate our album tones live as best I can. Does the verse have to be an acoustic guitar? No. But, do I need a super compressed clean tone for the verse section on one of the singles that we have to play every night? I do. So I just switched to Fractal. Nothing against Line 6. I love them. I love everyone at Line 6 and the Helix I used for many, many, many years, and lots of people still continue to use it. It's awesome, but I ran out of horsepower. That's basically it. So yeah, I'm super happy with the Fractal stuff. It's just an incredible piece of sonic pie, and glad to be on them. Tony, I see what you did there, asks, who snores the loudest while sleeping in the van? That would 100% be Sean, my co-guitarist. He snores as if there was someone making fun of someone snoring, and they were actually in a making fun of someone snoring contest. That's how he snores. He snores like you aren't even annoyed. You actually are medically concerned with how bad his snoring is. And a close second is Tony. Tony snores horrifically bad. It's just something to behold. RMS Rick asks, would you prefer the old days where people had to go to their favorite record store to get their latest music when they were all vinyl. I mean, I like the fact that I can stream just about anything I want at any time I want. However, there was definitely something tactile, and it was definitely more immersive experience having to go and pick up a vinyl to go and listen to the record for the band that you liked. But then again, you always ran the risk of not liking it. And if you didn't like it, well, too bad. Whereas now you can, pick the individual song that you like and put it in your own playlist and play it over and over and over again wherever you are. That is cool. So I don't know. I guess if I had to pick a yes or no, I would say no. But if I had my choice musically, or like as far as time period go, I would go back to like 2003 myself, because I liked being able to, because I used to use streaming in the early days of streaming, like Napster and Kazaa and LimeWire and all that stuff. I used to use those services to preview any potential albums that I wanted to then go buy. Because if I truly love an artist or a band, I want to support them. I want to go and buy their stuff. So, yeah. But to answer your question, technically speaking, no, I don't wish for days of only vinyl. I think that would be going too far in that direction. Who's your favorite band, and what was the best or most fun band you've toured with? I mean, my favorite band changes all the time. I would say right now, honestly, I've circled back to my old favorite bands from when I was a kid, and at the moment, it's probably Bad Religion. I've been such a Bad Religion nut for a long time, and it's one of those things where you listen to the entire catalog as much as you possibly can, then you kind of put it away, and then you kind of rediscover it again. That's kind of the phase I'm at right now. Because we have long hours on the bus, so I just sit there and listen to like entire discographies of bands. Bad Religion for me is just something that is just so special and magical. I would not be here without Bad Religion. Most fun band we've toured with, Beartooth was a lot of fun. I would say Beartooth. Beartooth is a lot of fun. They're just such down-to-earth cool dudes, and they really love the essence of the rock show, and I love that about them. Very handsome as well. Spinach asks, what's your favorite single coils? For active, probably the Fishman SSAs. For passive, I actually really like the the Fender Custom Shop Texas Specials. Those are my favorite single coils. I just think they're a classic. They've been around a long time. They're not anything new or anything, but the Fender Texas Special single coils, and any guitar I've ever played that has them, it's something very, very sonically special. I really enjoy those single coils. When do you accept that it's impossible to look cool in shorts and are doing it strictly for the comfort? KC77, you're right. I mean, we have a rule in the band, no shorts allowed on stage. Rock stars do not wear shorts unless you're Dimebag Darrell or I can't think of anyone else that wears shorts or wore shorts on stage. I'm sure there's many, but shorts on stage don't look cool. No matter how hot it is, you got to wear pants. That's the sad fact of rock and roll, and I hate it, but I stick to it because I have to. But yeah, shorts are for comfort, not for looking cool. I will admit it. And that does it for this episode of FAQ Monday. If you have a question, feel free to head on over to my Discord, which I will link down below in the description, or leave a comment, or hit me up on Twitter, wherever you happen to be. Go ahead and ask me a question, and we'll get you on a future episode of FAQ Monday. Love out.